Hello, how are we? So, welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be a double training session, okay? All it's going to mean is weights in the morning, track in the afternoon. I'm technically still on holiday, so that's why I'm kind of training in the day more around normal client work. I would be doing that in the evening, and I would be doing it kind of in my lunch break or in between clients, okay? So, come along for the ride. It's going to be a good one. The weight training, I'm going to be giving away tons of information on how you can make your training better. And with the track stuff, I'm going to talk about my goals and again, why we're running track sessions, why I am doing interval-based sessions if I want to get faster. So if you're into this hybrid lifestyle, get involved, come along for the ride. And if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments below.
Main movement for today is like an overhead pressing movement. From a bodybuilding standpoint, probably not the most efficient movement because the main caveat or the main kind of sticking point is your core. It's very unlikely to actually be your shoulders. So that's why you normally find like a stable environment for shoulder pressing. But now I'm doing more functional stuff, now I'm doing more running. It would actually benefit me that my core is strong in an overhead position, especially if I want to get faster, especially if I want to faster 5K, half marathon, movements like that are kind of the bread and butter movements. The last video on the channel was my 100-mile run. I've recovered, I'm back, sort of. However, I lost 8 kilograms overnight from that event whilst eating 10,000 calories during the event. So anyone who says you can't exercise off a bad diet is fucking chatting shit. They just ain't got that dog in them. But yeah, never again. I wouldn't say never, it'll happen again, but well, there's already talks of the next one, so which will be mental. Think Speed Project, but think UK version. On a double training day, like, it's even more important for your intra-workout nutrition to be quite important, because essentially now you're fueling that later session, and considering track later is going to be brutal, I have to have carbs in between. Of course, protein is important if you can stomach it and if you have a duration of time that's enough. If you don't have enough time, carbs are the thing. Carbs are going to fuel that performance, and I know across the day roughly I'll be able to get enough protein in to satisfy my needs. So that's why, what's this? Probably 50 grams of carbs in there. With electrolytes, I know coconut water is good for electrolytes, so that's the reason why I've opted for that over a Lucozade. I wish I chose a Lucozade because that was fucking £4. And I've just bought a house and I can't afford this shit. So if you catch me at a local food bank, give me some Kellogg's, bruv. That one we're just trying to like protract and retract essentially. Protract, so you're actually like rounding your shoulder blades over the bench, and then retract them as well, because guys, like, your upper back is responsible for kind of your shoulder girdle and how that moves. So you actually want to round your back over the pad. Then when you're pulling it back, you're thinking about all those muscles on the top of your back, pulling your shoulder blades back and pinching in between your shoulder blades. So imagine someone's got their hand there and you're trying to pinch them with your shoulder blades. And that's the cue. Obviously, when you're training your lats, it's slightly different. You don't want your shoulder blades to move, but don't overcomplicate it. If you're trying to challenge that upper back, you want your shoulder blades moving backwards and forwards. You can see with that one, like, I didn't really let my shoulder blades move. Yes, I stretched the lat out, by my elbows coming up, but at no point did I kind of lose the depression of my scapula, which obviously means that when I'm targeting my lats, like I said downstairs, like, you don't want your shoulder blades moving that much. you want to kind of elevate slightly and depress down. You actually want to keep your scapula pretty locked, and your arm is just moving nice and tucked into your torso. That's same for horizontal rowing and vertical rowing as well. The minute your elbows flare out and that upper back's moving, you're going to be challenging your upper back more. And I think that's a massive thing that people fuck up with their lat training. Again, I learned all this in my bodybuilding days, so bodybuilders know like probably the most about training. So if you know a bodybuilder, learn from them, because a lot of the time the stuff that they talk about is like very true. With the cables, it was more mid-range, short range. Now, because we're behind the body, you can see how much of a stretch I'm getting in there. And again, partials at the end. I wasn't too worried about getting up here, because I couldn't, because I've already done it. But down here, partials, slow on the eccentric. Again, eccentrics are so important. Stop fucking throwing them around, because you're just wasting your time. You're not wasting your time, but if you know your eccentrics, you'll grow way more muscle, you'll be stronger overall, probably. Someone on the internet will call me a cunt and say I'm tiny and I shouldn't be giving advice, but it's one of them. I'm used to getting bullied on TikTok, so it's fine. Gym side of the day done, so 50% of the training day has been completed. Essentially at the moment, I'm not following a plan as such. I know exactly what I'm doing, but the gyms I'm training in at the moment, it's not always like OJ Honiton. It's normally a pure gym, and if you train in pure gym, you understand how busy it is. So I'm pretty confident I can change things around. I can swap like for like exercises. Obviously the plan now is you've trained, so like I said during the session, probably add about 50 grams of carbs during. I will try and get some like fast digesting protein in if I can find some in the supermarket, and then it will literally be carbohydrates, probably try and get like another 100 in before track. Like the food you eat in between your sessions is the most important if you actually want to perform in your running, okay? And I'm at a point now where like performance is everything. Like I'm fueling myself, not actually tracking calories, which it's quite refreshing. I spent my whole life tracking calories. I track everyone else's calories. Now I kind of do a more relaxed approach, make sure I'm not losing weight, but I kind of auto-regulate it, which is kind of a place I'd want everyone to be. Like I try and get my clients there eventually as well. So plan of action now, food, home, change, maybe relax a little bit, and then we've got an hour until track. So to be fair, that's not much time at all. So we need to get going. But yeah, good session, I enjoyed that. So just back at the house now. We ate some food on the way back. So it was kind of food on the go. I didn't have time to cook a meal. So I just had a pre-made shake that had about 35 grams of protein, 2 bananas, and just some like chocolate covered rice cakes. Just to kind of get some carbohydrates in. Again, I can't reiterate the importance of carbohydrates. Just making up my drink now. Ever since I did the 100 miler, like I've stopped kind of using carb powder just because I've probably got PTSD from it. But I do always make my own electrolytes, which is essentially, I just use pink salt. So I got like 2 kilograms of it from TK Maxx. And then for the potassium side of things, I just use reduced salt, which is normally a potassium-based sodium or salt replacement, sorry, not sodium because that is salt. And essentially, like, I just load up my intra-workout drinks with it. I try and stay away from kind of electrolyte tablets. I just find they make things really sickly. And my body, like my palate actually craves salt. So when I'm exercising and having like a fizzy tablet in my water just doesn't sit well with me, and it's really gassy. So I have never had cramp. I'll probably get cramp tonight. But I've never had cramp during a race from doing this. Like probably like a gram in each one of my drinks with maybe like a gram of potassium salt. There's no real science behind the amounts I choose. I just would rather have more salt than too little. Because there's no point just hydrating yourself without electrolytes because you'll just flush yourself out. But we're already late, so we've got to go. Same again. Pendulum squat's horrible, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
So rules still apply of the track. So we've got lanes 2, 3 and 4. Just be mindful of other runners. I'd let them come on the inside of you in lane 1. So starts with 4 400s. Build into them, okay? Like kind of goes up, then comes down. So you'll do 800s after the 400s, then 200s, which are rolling. Then we finish with 1 kilometer. So it's 4 times 400 meters. It's 3 times 800 meters, 5 times 200 meters, which is going to be rolling. I'll talk through that in a second. And then 2 times 1,000 meters, okay. And if you have any questions, just ask me. So it's 4 400s, 3 800s, 5 200s, 2 1Ks, okay. It's tough. Anyone who came last week has got a head start. Because were you here last week? No? Soft.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not to life of imitation.
Same again. Try and be at like 3:15 pace on this one. So onto the 800s now, which are always way tougher than the 400s. Got to bring the pace right down. So I was running at like 3:10s for the 400s per kilometre. That is not mile. Now I'm running like 3:30s, 3:40s. But just that change in distance, like 400s, you don't really feel it as such. You just feel like you're out of breath. When you get to the 800s, on that around that 600 metre mark, like your legs are burning. Everything's telling you to stop, but can't stop because you've got your whole run club there, so it's one of those things. But yeah, good fun. So we've got one more 800, then we go on to 200s, which are rolling. So essentially rolling means you just don't stop. So we'll start here, finish over in that corner, and instead of just stopping dead like we're doing now, you just jog or walk into your next one, okay? So it's a good way to teach you how to recover quite quickly.
So you run 200, walk 200.
Run 200, walk 200. So essentially one lap is a full set, but you've only ran 200. This is the one everyone gets confused on, so we'll see how it goes. One more 800 in there.
In time, I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the West End. Knocked out before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. Burn so bright, I wonder what the wave meant. White heat is screaming in the jungle. Complete the motion if you stumble. Go ask the dust for any answers. Come back strong with 50 million answers. The world I love, the tears I've tried to be part of. The wave can't stop. Ever wonder if it's all for you? The world I love, the trains I hop to be part of. The wave can't stop. Come and tell me when it's time to. Sweetheart is bleeding in the snow cone. So smart, she's leading me to ozone. Music, the great communicator. Use 2 sticks to make it in the nature. I'll fit you into penetration. The gender of a generation. The birth of every other nation. Look your way, the code of meditation. This chapter's gonna be a close one. Smoke rings.
I knew the camera was coming. All across shoulders, chest, tries.
Just for that one movement.
But the worst thing is,
You know what the worst thing is? You're out of focus because I was focusing on the graphic.
I'm hungry.
you have to do it again.
So you got to do it again. I got the job. I got it from the mic.
Wave can't stop. Ever wonder if it's all for you? The world I love, the trains I hop to be part of. The wave can't stop. Come and tell me when it's time to. Wait a minute now, I'm passing out, win or lose.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough kick. That's basically like max effort running, which a lot of us has never done. Well, since like fucking top set PE, mate. Yeah, I've never really done that, but it's good though. It's a good feeling. We're going now. Me and you.
Right now?
Yeah. You're on camera, so don't swear. Oh, you fucking jump. Come on. Come on, stay with me.
Max!
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. It's nice to do it in daylight, but finished up with 2 1K efforts. Negative splitting it, so each lap or each kind of 400 you'd get quicker, so you'd build into it, and that kind of, I like to train like that because that's how I run my races most of the time. As a bigger guy, I cannot just send it. If I send it straight away and my legs go, like I won't be able to finish the race, so I have to kind of build into it, and that's why I do all my training like that. But it was good graph from everyone as well, considering it's in between Christmas and New Year, no one knows what day it is. Everyone's chundering up turkey trimmings, but it was a good effort, so same again next week.
That was fun. That was good.
Well done. So that is the end to a standard Monday. So normally a training day, always a track night in the evening. Good turnout on the track, some good efforts there as well. At the moment I'm personally kind of working towards getting an 18-minute 5K. I don't mean like 18-minute on the nose, but like breaking into the 18-minute mark. So a lot of my training will be track-based now. So if you're interested in track running, interested in getting faster, follow along for the videos because there'll be a lot of stuff around running faster and also training as well. Like I said at the start of the video, I love weight training. I love not looking like a runner, so it will never leave my life. So it will always be there. So thank you for watching, and obviously tune in for the next one as well and just follow the journey into the standard hybrid stuff.